is sponsored by EA Games. So it's kind of late, but I just heard a knock at my door. I must have missed the post guy, but there was a package waiting for me outside. I figure it must be from one of you guys. Let's see what's inside. Oh, I kind of thought this was dirt for a sec, but it sort of smells like tarragon. LAX November 3rd. That's so weird because I just got an email from EA Games about the same day. They want me to go to the airport too so I can play their new Battlefront game.
Here comes beep, 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 beep. I wonder which one's mine.
So EA flew me out to their game-making laboratory to play the new Battlefront game. They also gave me food while I was there. They set me up at a computer and gave me enough time for a normal person to finish the whole game, and enough time for me to play some of it, because I kept dying and going in circles. All right, I made it to my hotel safely. In the morning, I'm gonna go across to EA headquarters and playtest the new Battlefront game. That was weird. I think with any new Star Wars thing, everyone's first question is how it's gonna fit in with the established canon. So I was keeping this in mind the whole time I was going through it. The game fits right into the canon, like a little before the end of the original trilogy and then the events immediately after it. So the Emperor dies early on, and then the main character is a new character, Iden Versio. She's a special forces for the Empire, so she's kind of right in the middle of this collapsing system, which is a cool idea. There are some new Star Wars planets in this game. One of them is Pilio, which is like this planet that has coral reef, but on land, and caves with bugs. Just so many bugs.
Oh, really?
Just bugs. Caves of bugs, pods with bugs inside of them, bugs flying at your face, angry bugs. But the bugs are like the size of goats. You do not want to go there.
This isn't what I wanted.
Oh, it's a little late. Just killed like 50 guys.
My favorite was probably Vardos, which is like, if Coruscant is San Francisco, Vardos is like Union Square. The whole place is just the clean and friendly and touristy part of a city, but over a whole planet. Actually, I just realized it's completely possible that maybe Vardos is not a city planet. Maybe I just only visited the city on the planet. Like I'm like a dumb hick alien that lands in California and they're like, Earth is a surfing planet. Anyway, like I said, I liked Vardos a lot. I tried not to get too attached. We have some new characters. I already mentioned Iden Versio. We also have her dad, who is an admiral. And Iden has two friends, Hask and Miko. Miko has one of those friendly British accents, like a friendly chimney sweep. Hask has one of those British accents, like the knight who murders the king in a medieval drama. I trust him. Oh, here's the thing. According to the supplementary novel, Iden's parents are divorced. That might not seem like much. I just hadn't heard of characters being actually divorced in Star Wars before. Like usually one of them is murdered or they're both murdered. And we do have one super important addition. I was saving the best for last. So I told you the Emperor died early on. Well, my friends, he planned for every eventuality. So picture this. You come into work and your supervisor is like, I have terrible news. The CEO has died. And you're like, oh man, I didn't know him personally, but that sucks. I'm sorry. Your supervisor's like, no, it's gonna be okay. He left us something. The doors open and in shambles this red robot suit in horrifying shiny red vinyl, and it walks in with stiff limbs, and you look in the helmet and just projected in this ghostly blue glow is your CEO's face. Oh yeah, a couple years back, he commissioned this life-size robot suit to take over so he can lead us in death. And you look at the robot suit and it's just like, we must kill our allies. And you're like, are you sure that's what he'd say? And your supervisor's like, oh yes, definitely. We're gonna do what he says. And the robot's still there. It's like, since I died, I want everyone to die. Yeah, I don't feel good about the robot. Look, the robot knows what he's doing, and he's still a majority shareholder. Iden Versio seems less than pleased by this turn of events, which really gets to the bottom of why she's such a relatable character for me.
Okay, I'm heading back now from EA Games. I got to play most of the story mode and also a lot of the multiplayer stuff. So I got to play as Kylo Ren and Rey and all the new characters that they added.
We did learn some other more general things about Star Wars canon. In multiplayer mode, we learned that Rey can jump like 9 feet straight up into the air. I did try to play as like every character in multiplayer mode, and you can play as Kylo Ren in this one. I feel like I learned so much about Kylo Ren as a character. Kylo Ren's run cycle is just really fast and really angry. It was hyping me up. Like, I kept losing horribly in multiplayer, but when I was Kylo Ren, it gave me this like false sense of bravado. I just would see players across the map and run headlong into the conflict like, yeah, I'm angry. I still lost every time, but I had this great empowering rage going into it, and I was like, I get it. I get Kylo Ren. This is how I figured out that I would definitely fall to the dark side. I wish I could say which characters were better in multiplayer, like strategically, but I died equally fast as all of them. I guess I survived the longest as Boba Fett, but it was just because I kind of annoyingly abused his jetpack feature to just shoot up into the sky screaming. It made me wonder if maybe in the movies when he's flying around he's also screaming like a little girl, but you can't hear it because like the helmet mic isn't on. Maybe that's why he wears the helmet. I'm just gonna take the stairs up to my room. Of course I got back at the time there's the hugest line at the elevator, but I think this is gonna be faster. Hello? Is there somebody else in here? Hello? Sorry about that. I am back in my room now. I think I'm just gonna turn in for the night. In the morning I fly home, and when I'm there I will do a more formal what I experienced with the game. Yep. So overall, I had a good time. Since this is a sponsored video and they gave me food when I was there, I would love if you guys could leave comments about how much you love Battlefront 2, maybe how you're gonna go get it now. Maybe you could talk about how you're only gonna go get it because I talked about it, but obviously only say that if that's the absolute truth. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye!
In the 70s, they made an older Star Wars.
Called what?
It was called Star Wars.
Weird.
It's strange. And there was a cartoon show called Ewoks. So that's what most people have seen.
That's, yeah.
But
I
some
would assume.
people have seen Star Wars as well.